Well, we turn now to a local musician who's doing all he can to help lift our spirits during this pandemic. Jeff Scott wrote and produced a new song full of optimism. It's called Some Better Days. Now, we'll hear the entire song later in the newscast, but right now, we're joined by Jeff to tell us a little more about the collaboration, who's in it. Jeff, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me this morning. Happy Friday to you.
Happy Friday to you, too. So tell us a little bit about Some Better Days. What inspired you to write this song? And tell us a little bit about the meaning you want people to take away.
Well, there's nothing like a velvet hammer. I was playing a new song I had written for my wife, and she said, people don't really need to hear that right now. People need to hear something very positive and uplifting from you. So I took that as serious advice and spent the next couple of days writing this tune just to give people a sense of optimism and hope and the idea that this isn't going to last forever. COVID and all the other disruptions we're experiencing in our life are going to be temporary. So we need to keep our eyes focused really on the future.
All right, and tell us a little bit about you, because that'll help us understand the song. Where do you come from in terms of your musical history and heritage? What inspires you?
I'm a true Metro Detroit guy. I have a real affinity for jazz and soul and R&B and pop, and I've released 3 albums over the last 10 years. Received a few nominations from the Detroit Music Awards, which was very gratifying. I just like doing things in the spirit of original music. So I thought, well, let's do a song here that a lot of people can collaborate on, bring the community together of musicians that I know to get this message out.
Now, speaking of the musicians you know, tell us a little bit about some of the people who joined you and how the recording process went.
Yeah, so it's a big cast and crew. There's myself, Dwayne Allen Harlick, and Smoke Jones on vocals. There's Skip Pruitt, formerly of Detroit, now of DC, on saxophone. Todd Ague, also formerly of Detroit, now in Atlanta, on organ. Tony Jaworski on piano. Dave Hendrickson on bass, and last but not least, the late Dan McCann on drums, who passed away recently very unexpectedly, but who really lived his life in the spirit of this song and the message that it conveys. So I put a framework of the song together. I sent this to them via email. They all have their own home studios. They all contributed their individual tracks. I took all of that, I mixed it together, and then sent that back to them, and we did the video, and that was done exactly the same way. Everybody plays their own part, and then I take all the pieces and put it together. So it's the new reality of the COVID Zoom age.
All right, well, let's listen to a clip of it now. We'll play the whole song later, but let's take a listen for the moment.
Great, thank you.
It's so easy to be sad, easy to be mad, easy to just let your worries carry you away. The dark before the dawn can always seem so low, but don't you ever lose your faith.
All right, what a beautiful song. And you know something, just the magic of technology and your skilled hands, it is hard to believe that you guys aren't all performing at the same time.
Well, I'm glad you're hearing it that way. That's exactly what it's meant to be.
Well, it is successful. Now, if folks want to hear more of this music, of Some Better Days Ahead, and more of your music, how can people find it?
Well, you can go to YouTube. The video is up now on YouTube. We're going to be releasing it as a digital single in the next couple of weeks here as well. Always check out my Facebook page, Jeff Scott Music 1, and then it's under new construction right now, but you can also go to my website at jeffscottmusic.com.
All right, Jeff Scott, thank you so much for joining us. I love the song. And again, we're going to hear the entire song, Some Better Days Ahead, in its entirety in our 8:30 half hour. Jeff Scott, thank you so much for your time this morning.
Thanks for talking with me. Really appreciate it.
Thank you.